I don't care how many games you lose by 2 this year. I, I don't care how many games you lose by a one score game. So when that season's over with, we can say the Dolphins are 5-12 and they lost 9 games by 1 score. I don't care. It's time to go. Walk the plank. You know what I'm saying? These boys walk. All 3 of them are going to walk the plank, in my opinion.
You are now tuned in to Go Time Dolphins with Charlie Touche and Kadeem Simmons, the Miami Dolphins podcast that's for the fans and by the fans.
Gotta make them lose their mind when it's your time. And it's show time. Going all out when it's go time. Go. I ain't wasting no time. Gotta make them lose their mind when it's show time. Cause it's your time. Lay it on the line when it's go time. Go. Don't waste no time.
It feels like every week we come on there and it just make or break for the Dolphins. Is this the game that's gonna turn it around? Oh, I can't even say the good stuff, just the stuff. But after the last episode, we spoke about, or during the episode, like, is it rock bottom? And if the Dolphins lose to the Falcons on Sunday, is it rock bottom? And it's funny because this is the best week for NFL for me. Like, of all the weeks, this is the best week. But I will explain later. As always, I'm joined by the host of Go Time Dolphins. Tell them what time it is.
It's Go Time Dolphins, the Miami Dolphins podcast that goes not only across the pond, but across the world. I'm your boy, Charlie Touche. Got my co-host, Kadeem Simmons, with me. It's always for the fans and by the fans. Your favorite podcast, and official affiliates of Fanatics, where you could be a fanatic of your favorite franchise. Is that long? Kadeem, I just realized that's a mouthful, bro. Like, is that long of an intro? Before you answer that question, gotta say happy birthday to Kadeem Simmons. I met Kadeem in 2017 in Suffolk or Southwark. I still don't know how to pronounce it. You know what
I met you in London
like,
Bridge.
Bro, I was staying in Suffolk or Southwark. Like, London Bridge, it is what it is, Holmes. Listen. London Bridge. All right, we'll call it London Bridge. I met Dog in 2017 in London Bridge. When I met Dog, he was a bit rambunctious, to say the least. And I might have pronounced that wrong, but he was. And Dog might have been a couple pints down or a couple pints in, but he was still my dog. I like, hey, Dog is a vibe. Had the Kiko Alonso jersey on. I ain't gonna lie to you. I would have never, ever, ever, ever thought we would make it this far in our friendship. Not just the podcast thing, because we didn't even start podcasting until 3 years after we met. You know what I'm saying? So just in the friendship, where it is something special in my life. And I know it's your birthday, but I just wanted to tell you, bro, I appreciate who you are in my life, bro. Happy birthday, Holmes.
Thank you very much. Yes, I was quite drunk that night when we first met. And what's funny is, as the clock, passed midnight, and I actually, do you know what? We are recording this. It is 3:14 p.m. in the afternoon. I was officially born at 3:14 p.m. in the afternoon. Like, officially. But yeah, it's the clock strikes midnight. I'm at a work event, and Bob Marley comes on, and I know you're a massive Bob Marley fan, so I record, just me dancing to the song. I've had a bit too much to drink. I might need to stop drinking at some point. But yeah, I sent you the video saying I appreciate you, and yeah, it's coming up to 10 years since we've
It
been
is, bro.
friends.
Hey, what we gonna do for 10 years, bro?
Given that it's going to be in the season, I'm pretty sure I could convince Hannah Montana to do like a Miami trip around then, and we'll celebrate it in person at a
what?
Dolphins game.
What you call it? A what?
Miami trip.
Around then is what you said. Miami trip
Yeah.
around then. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, go to a game, just chop it up in person, like a little decade celebration. But yeah.
Bro, I imagine the Dolphins might be out of the country around that time. Like I feel like I think they kind of skip a year, or they go bouncing around. They don't just go every year like Jacksonville does.
Yeah.
So, and depending on if this thing is a rebuild or not by them, you know what I'm saying? I wonder if we'll be having an international game that year.
True. A lot of factors to play into it, but yeah, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Yeah.
You did ask you asked a question, bro, and I forgot what the question was by now. Oh yeah, make or break. Is this a make or break game? Something like that.
Or again, like if it's like it's every single week, but it's like if you lose to the Cleveland Browns, is everyone gonna go? If you lose to the Falcons this week, it's like, yeah. What do you think,
bro? No matter what, this answer is always going to be the same answer to any question that's similar to that question. It depends what it looks like, bro. It depends what it looks like. Yeah, if we get smacked by 30 points, I don't see how there's a way back from it. I just don't. But if we lose by a walk-off field goal and lose by 2, it's like, yo, there's something in there. There's something there. Now, I want to be very clear. I don't care how many games you lose by 2 this year. I don't care how many games you lose by a one score game, so when that season's over with, we can say the Dolphins are 5-12 and they lost 9 games by 1 score. I don't care. It's time to go. Walk the plank. You know what I'm saying? These boys all 3 of them are going to walk the plank, in my opinion. So I do think they should make it to the end of the season, though. Nah, yo, what's the rush?
Yeah.
What's the rush? You feel me?
You don't get a multi-million-pound payout and get to watch the rest of the season, on the couch. No, you're going to suffer like everyone else, and you're either going to fix it or you're going to keep on putting on bad tape, but it's going to be on you. So, and again, very quickly, as I've said, if you want a high draft pick, don't mess around and bring in an interim coach who might fix it for a few weeks. Keep letting these guys stink. Like, yeah.
Bro, my brother played college football. Awesome. He was awesome in college football. And this is how we know William Hayes. William Hayes was his teammate and roommate at the same time. So my brother used to always say this: win with this team and lose with the team. Like he would say that about the quarterback. Like, it's not like it's some type of it was different in the conference that they had. It wasn't like some D1 promising top Bama type team, top 10 perennial all-star team. It was like, yo, MEAC, everybody's almost the same in this division type thing. So I think they were but post he graduated, and then when we watched the games or watched different games, I'm like, dang, these boys ain't gonna pull their quarterback. They down. They can't win this. It's like 8 minutes left, and they're down like 7 touchdowns. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, we not pulling people, and it's college football, and he'll be like, nah, slick, win with the team, lose with the team.
Yeah.
So I feel you. Like, we not letting go of Greer and McDaniel and benching Tua. Like, nah, bro, win with the team, lose with the team. And it goes to my sweater. Yeah, I got the Tua sweater on again. I'm over here looking for something to wear. Like, oh, let me switch it up. And I like, nah, bro. I think it's something. I think there's something there with me rocking this Tua sweater for the 3rd, 4th, 5th podcast in a row. I'm not sure how many times it is now, but nah, he my quarterback. Win with my quarterback, lose with my quarterback. That's it.
I got into a massive. I'm always getting into massive debates at the moment with Dolphins fans, but I got into one, and let me know what you think about this.
Mhm.
We were talking about, how the season's going and get rid of Tua, McDaniel, and all this kind of stuff. And they start talking about, go and get Mike McCarthy or John Harbaugh. And I was like, why? But, we got to a point where we were talking about making the playoffs. And again, this isn't a playoff year. It's just not. But I was saying making the playoffs and winning the playoff game is great. But that's not my standard. My standard is winning a Super Bowl. So I'm not going to wish, like, if I'm setting a goal for the Dolphins over the next few years, the goal is win a Super Bowl, not win a playoff game, because what will happen is the goalpost will move. And I say all of that because that's what happened with Tua and McDaniel. It was, just 2 years into Tua Dolphins career, he can't he can't take us to the playoffs. The game against the Titans, it all goes wrong, all that kind of stuff. So McDaniel comes in, and while Tua gets injured, he basically led the team to the playoffs. Oh, but he didn't play in the playoffs, so we have to move on. Okay, cool, fair enough. 2023, Dolphins reach the playoffs. Tua plays in the playoff games. There are legitimate mitigating circumstances why the Dolphins lose to the Chiefs, but people, move the goalpost. And at the end of that season, after the Chiefs game, people legitimately wanted to move on from Tua and McDaniel. Like, legitimately, we're like, I'm done with these two guys. They aren't going to get it done, all that kind of stuff. And I say all of that to say we get to where we are now, 2025, Dolphins are 1-6. It's a losing season. You probably aren't making the playoffs. And people are pretending that Tua and McDaniel and Chris Greer done nothing for the Dolphins. Like, nothing at all. And that it was always bad. What do you make of that?
Bro, you know what I make of that. That's foolishness, bro. Come on now. Like, listen, at first, like last season, it was the only season McDaniel didn't make it to the playoffs in his tenure. Is that correct?
Yeah, it is.
So last season was the only season McDaniel did not make it to the playoffs as a head coach. And I remember telling LB, bro, it's one season. Vibe, like, relax. You know what I'm saying? We just had 2 seasons back to back where we had a quarterback that was MVP caliber in both of them, didn't even get to the MVP race. And then for, whether it was concussions or whatever. And then the 23 season, he led the league in passing yards with 4,600. And of the 4,600 passing yards, Kadeem, and I know this is not a Tua segment, but of the 4,600, there were 7 games that were blowouts. 7 games were blowouts. So he would have been in the quarterback conversation of, oh, he's one of those ones that threw for 5,000 yards if he would have played in the blowouts. You know what I'm saying? So he played every game that year, by the way, but they were still blowouts. So they pulled them in 3rd quarters and 4th quarters. So, nah, bro. The people, shout out to Sherrod Steve. Bro, Sherrod Steve, bro. When you hear this, I know this is coming from a good place. So I could say whatever I want, almost whatever I want. You know what I'm saying?
Almost,
But you know it's coming from a good place, bro. Sherrod Steve hit my phone and he was like, yo, dude is not a starter and he's going to be holding the clipboard next year. I didn't respond to him right away because, I had to do this with you. So in my head, I'm ready to respond. I'm like, of course he's not a starter, right? He's not playing like a starter right now. You know what I'm saying? And that's a very fair take that he's going to be holding a clipboard next year because it's very possible that he is. You know what I'm saying? But my thing is, don't hit me with that in 2025 and act like he was this quarterback in 2023 or 22. You know what I'm saying? Like, bruh, I call it like I see it. Always have and always will. He's not playing good right now. He just isn't. You know what I'm saying? So it's cool for everybody to come out of nowhere. Well, it's not cool, but it's funny how everyone comes out of nowhere. Not talking about Sherrod Steve anymore, but how everyone comes out of nowhere and kick everybody when they down. Like right now's the time to get your licks in. You know what I'm saying? Hold up, Kadeem. Like, hold up, bro. In middle school, when we used to fight in middle school, it was a rule. It wasn't even middle school. It might have been high school too. You know what? It might have been all of teenage years, all of them, all the way up to 19. I don't know. If there was a fight, Kadeem, the number one rule, bro, was don't go down. Because if you go down, everybody, you don't even got somebody in the fight, bro. Everybody just gets on you if you fall. Like if you hit the ground, everybody just kick him while he's down. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's going on right now. Everyone's kicking the Dolphins while they're down. It's not just Tua. They kicking McDaniel while he's down, as if McDaniel isn't gonna be a OC next year. You know what I'm saying? If he gets let go. You know what I'm saying? And even last year, if he got let go last year, he would have been the head coach. So it's funny how people just switch it up. You know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, kick everybody when they're down, kick the Dolphins when they're down, kick Tua when he's down, kick McDaniel when he's down. I'm cool with it, bro. I know that comes with the territory. You know what I'm saying? I'm not tripping. But when someone does come back and hit me, well, what did you see? I'm like, what did you see in 22? What did you see in 23? And now try to tell me it was the same exact quarterback in 25. Chill. Go ahead.
Someone who isn't kicking Tua when he's down is Colin the Clown. Have you seen what he's been saying recently?
He's the clown, bro. Like this is what he does. You know what I'm saying? He knows what he's doing. But go ahead. I didn't see what he said.
Basically, he's saying that it's him and Mike Florio, funny enough. But they're basically saying the Dolphins didn't surround Tua with, a good O-line, all that kind of stuff. And don't be surprised if the second half of his career, he goes on to do great things because he's going to go to another team. They're going to basically give him an O-line and you're going to see greatness. And people are going, especially around Colin the Clown, it's like, you've said the complete opposite for the last few years. When Tua was playing well, it was, he has all of this kind of stuff and he's actually not that good. And it's like, and now he's playing bad. He actually hasn't really had much and he's going to go to a different team and do well. And it's just like, why have you flipped the script? But also to kind of go back to Tua holding a clipboard next year, some of the best quarterbacks in the league at the moment are ones who were taken in the first round or taken early, first pick overall, and had to go to multiple teams to find their footing. People point out that I'm pretty sure at one point the Panthers had both Baker Mayfield and Sam Darnold on the roster at the same time. and like couldn't figure it out with those two. And look what they're doing now. Like, and again, part of my argument to people, yes, the Dolphins haven't won a playoff game in 25 years, but you cannot tell me that the Dolphins are like the worst run organization over that period. I'm like,
That's a good one. That's a good one.
I'm like, and again, so a genuine question for you. I know it's a Falcon preview, but the games at the moment don't matter. Like, let's be completely honest.
They don't.
Would you rather, over the last 25 years, be in a Dolphin situation where they haven't won a playoff game, no AFC titles, or like minimal AFC titles to boast about, or be the Buffalo Bills, who are currently winning the AFC East at an absolute canter every single year, but haven't got to the Super Bowl? Like, what situation would you rather? Like, genuinely, what situation would you rather be in? The Dolphins or Buffalo?
Yeah, I don't care for participation trophies. If you're not first, you're last. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care. Like, I don't care Buffalo. I don't care Dallas. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all boys been sorry since like last time I remember y'all winning something, I was a teenager. You know what I'm saying? Dallas, like, bruh, Buffalo, I remember them 4 Super Bowls. I think it was 4. You know what I'm saying? Like, bruh, I remember rooting against Buffalo. Although as an adult, looking back, they had some very outstanding human beings on those teams. Not just athletes, but humans. You know what I'm saying? So in hindsight, I will say this. I kind of wish they would have won one before for those people who were on those teams. But I'm kind of glad they didn't, because they're Buffalo. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to. I don't care. If you're not first, you're last.
Charlie, I said the exact same thing, and people were coming at my dome like, what do you mean? I'm like, what do you mean? What do I mean? 31 teams every single season fail. Like, and that's not an opinion, that's a fact. The end goal is to win a Super Bowl. One team wins a Super Bowl. The other 31 failed, including the team that gets to the Super Bowl and then loses. You failed in your objective. Now, you failed, I guess, less spectacularly than others. But, when it comes to the draft, both the Dolphins and the Bills are sitting there going, we don't have a Super Bowl ring. We don't. Buffalo have some playoff wins, and I'm happy for you. But where's your ring? So my point, and again, I'm not saying that playoff
But
wins
the
don't
NFL
matter.
trying their hardest to get Buffalo a ring too, bro. It's bad.
And I'm genuinely not saying that playoff wins do not matter, because to get to Super Bowl, you need playoff wins. And I understand that Buffalo is more. I think I said this a few weeks ago. Buffalo are more successful than the Dolphins, not just because of AFC East, division wins, but also the fact that they're winning playoff games. They are more successful. So as a Dolphins fan, I can understand how they are looking at Buffalo going, I want to be Buffalo. I want to win the AFC East and I want to win playoff games. But as I pointed out before, and I'll say it again, Buffalo fans are looking at the Chiefs and going, we want to be you because we want to win Super Bowls. Like the Chiefs are sitting there going, yo, both the Bills and the Dolphins are sorry. The Bills give us harder games and they are more likely to, if somewhat, reach a Super Bowl, but you're both sorry. Neither of you are winning Super Bowls. And to me, it's a standards thing. I'm not looking down on people who want playoff wins. I genuinely understand it. But please understand, for me, my end goal, and I am basing success on Super Bowl wins, not playoff appearances, not playoff wins. Did you win a Super Bowl? That is my end goal,
Bro.
So, yeah.
How's that CJ Stroud is a top 5 quarterback take right now?
How did we get to CJ Stroud?
Like, you remember when CJ Stroud was a top 5 quarterback? Like, bro, he's not a top 5 quarterback right now. Matter of fact, if someone says CJ Stroud is not a top 20 quarterback right now, I'd be like, that's fair. I'd be saying, yo, that's fair. But you trying to say CJ Stroud, this was for Sherrod Steve, by the way, and this is the last one I'm gonna go after Sherrod Steve because he's not here. But if you try to say
he's not here and he's going through it, and you're just sending, leave him alone, man. Leave him alone.
I'm trying to prove a point. Everyone knows Sherrod. My bad. Everyone knows CJ Stroud is not a 20th ranked quarterback in the league. At least I hope they know that. I hope at least I think that's how people think. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, what are we doing here trying to put today's price tag on the price tag of something from a couple years ago? But whatever. And same thing with Jaden Daniels. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with Joe Burrow, by the way. What's he doing? This guy, Kadeem? What's Joe Burrow doing right now, bro?
We had a conversation. It might have been Tim Carroll who mentioned it. Shout out to Tim Carroll. Killing it in the fantasy league. Absolutely killing it.
I don't know. I don't know if Kadeem brought up the fantasy league just so we could talk about Kadeem's team, but Tim.
No, Carroll, I don't want to because I lost the story. Like, I'm sorry right now. How many is to a 1-5 team?
Tim Carroll.
Nah, that's embarrassing.
Tim Carroll is 6-1. In it to ring it, I think what it means. In it to ring it is 7-0. Miami Michael Maniacs, Kadeem Simmons, the birthday boy, is 5-2. 5-2 team lost to a 1-5 team in the average white guy Brett Story. And then how about this? I'm 0-7 in both my most important leagues, and I only put up 44 points in the league, bro. That ain't never happened in my life. 44 points. Like, y'all get all y'all laughs, get all your licks in now, bro. 44 points, bro.
You get 44 points for your play just turning up and running the route. Like, what we doing out here?
Bro, you get 44 points. You get 10 points when you start a defense. How only got 44 points, bro? That's crazy, bro. I got a kicker that giving me like negative points every week. Like, I'm like, what are you on a team for? This is wild.
Me and Tim Carroll need to do the fantasy podcast. You and Story, like you guys on it. You guys on it.
Man, I got a question for you, Kadeem. Shoot. You got one for me. I got one for you. How about this? For everyone saying, bro, oh, we gotta get a better draft pick.
Why?
Hold
Why?
on. It just dawned on me that the people who want better draft picks and then try to get Greer out the building is almost like, yo, we get better draft picks, but then y'all don't like Chris Greer. Like, so I don't understand what the better draft picks are for. You know what I'm saying? Now, this year, one could argue, oh, because he's not going to be making a pick. All right, cool. But fact check, stat check. If you could bring a couple things up, Kadeem. Hey, this is gonna be a little difficult. This might have to be an episode, actually. You know what? We won't go too deep into this because we're gonna have to really do some homework on this. But the question is, who were the last 5 players that the Miami Dolphins picked in the top 5?
Top 5.
Yes. The last 5 players the Miami Dolphins selected in the top 5 in the draft. Where did we get Jalen Waddle? 6?
Yes, he was 6. So you got Tua at 5, Deion Jordan at 3.
Mm-hmm. Jake Long in there somewhere.
Yeah.
I think he's in the last 5 because I don't think we picked top 5 in the last 20 years. You see what I'm saying? So this is a pretty good homework assignment. So
it's actually really easy to find. Basically, I can do it now. So
I was gonna spin it off in the top 10 too, but you know what I'm saying. But we go. You know, let's go top 7. Can we do top 7?
So I'm looking at Pro Football Reference, and it has every single draft pick the Dolphins have made, including when they were taken. So
all right,
it's
so let's
very,
go top
very,
7,
very easy.
So we can include Waddle. Let's go top 7 so we can include Waddle.
And how many years do you want to go back?
Let's
time?
go. I mean, I just want the last 10 that we picked in the top 7. So that can go 7. as far as it needs to go, and then we'll.
Jalen Waddle, 2021, 6.
Hold on, go ahead. I won't stop you. Go ahead.
No, okay, right. Jalen Waddle 1.
He was a 6th pick. Waddle was a 6th pick. Go ahead.
Tua, the 5th pick.
5th pick. Go ahead.
Deion Jordan was 3rd.
3rd pick.
3rd overall pick. Ooh, see, it's funny. Tannehill was 8th, so the 8th overall pick, but he doesn't count.
Oh, honorable mention. Hey, I'm glad you threw that in there.
Jake Long is 4. He was the first.
How many years ago was Jake Long?
2008.
That's what I said. I like 20 years, but go ahead.
Honorable mention again, Ted Ginn. He was 9th in 2000. The 9th overall pick.
Bro, Ted Ginn. I lost a couple years off my life because of Ted Ginn. But go ahead.
Okay.
What was he? 9th?
9th, yeah. Question for you and to everyone in the comments. I've got the 5th player. It is the year 2000, and he's taken 2nd overall. Who is it?
2000?
Sorry, 2005. Sorry, 2005. The 2nd overall pick.
2005. 2nd overall pick. You got the Jeopardy music?
Of course I do. Of course I do. If you bear with me 2 seconds.
2005. 2nd overall pick went to the Miami Dolphins. I'm gonna be quiet and let for a little bit. We're gonna ride out the music. Damn, 2005. 2nd overall pick. This is gonna sting when you say this, bro. A lot.
Do you want a clue?
Go ahead.
Running back.
That was Ronnie Brown?
Ronnie Brown.
Bro, so I had Ronnie Brown the whole time, but I didn't know he was a 2nd overall pick.
The 2nd overall pick.
So I seen Ronnie Brown on South Beach. True story. I thought it was Memorial Day weekend. Maybe it wasn't. But I was not the same person that I am today, Kadeem. I didn't have manners when I was younger. You know what I'm saying? Like I was a little more out there. I was a little more disrespectful. I wasn't maybe not disrespectful. I was a little more rude. I wasn't disrespectful. I was a little more, hey, bro, you pushing it. You know what I'm saying? And it's only because I want winners. I want championships. You feel me? So whenever, and I'm gonna throw this in there. Whenever I was in a strip club in my old life, I was in a strip club in my old life. By the way, I haven't been in a strip club since 2013. I might as well throw that out there. So since I'm bringing it up, so when I was in a strip club before, and James Posey is in the strip club with me after a Heat loss, I'm like, bro, like I don't. This is right now. Is not when I want to see you, James Posey. You know what I'm saying? Like when Donovan McNabb is stuck on the side of the road in his old school. Because he got an old school that don't work because he just wanted to buy an old school because he came to Miami and Miami is notorious for dunks, right? It's like, nah, bro, you don't get no help on the side of the road. If we were winning, if you was a starting quarterback on a winning team, this would be different. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, seen Ronnie Brown walking with about 7-8 people. Cheesing. And Ronnie Brown notorious for his smile. This man was walking on South Beach, and we seen him coming. And we kind of had the goons with us. I ain't gonna lie. So I felt comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Like just in case something jumped off, I felt comfortable. It was about 7-8 of us, and Ronnie Brown walked by. And I'm out here probably looking for my future ex-wife at the time, not my wife, because I was not who I am now. So I was probably looking for my future ex-wife at the time. I was not in my right state of mind. And here come Ronnie Brown. And I'm like, oh, Ronnie Brown. And he cheesing. You know what I'm saying? I dap him up. What up, bro? And he keeps walking. And he don't keep walking. I'm like, hey, we appreciate you down here in Miami. And he said, thanks, man. And he keeps walking. And I'm like, hey, but we need more than 700 yards rushing, bro. Like next year, we need more than 700 yards rushing, bro. And that smile kind of went away, and he just kept walking. And then the people with him kind of stopped smiling and kept walking too. But I kept talking. I'm like, I'm just saying, bro. Like you living it up down here. This is our team, bro. Like we need more than 700 yards. You know what I'm saying? Am I wrong, Kadeem, for saying that? It's not like I disrespected, dude. It's not like I was yelling. I didn't make a scene. I just, man to man, like, hey, bro, we need more than 700 yards, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, he need to hear it from the people. You know what I'm saying? So Ronnie Brown, second overall pick. My bad. Let's go continue. Oh, by the way, same night. I think same night or same weekend for sure. Maybe it wasn't, but it was the same area on South Beach. I thought it was the same night. It could have been. I could be tripping. Michael Beasley. You know Michael Beasley, Miami Heat, problem child, walking with his dog. I didn't want no pressure with Michael Beasley. He's about that life. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I like, just shout him out. What up? Kept pushing. That was it. You got to pick your battles.
Also, we don't need to go further. When you found the fifth person, or how many more do you want?
So we got 5. We got Ronnie Brown. We got Jalen Waddle. We got Jake Long.
Dion Jordan and Tua.
And then 2 honorable mentions in Ted Ginn and Ryan Tannehill. Hey, just off those names. We only got one solidified. Oh, we hit right there. Yes? Like a solid hit.
In who?
Jake Long.
Okay, yeah.
I don't think Ronnie Brown was a hit. I think he was cool.
And like Waddle might be a hit. Waddle could also be.
Yeah, so my thing, I got to push back against Waddle. And I want to be very clear. I think Tua is a hit, but I was talking about like a solid hit. Like I was talking about I don't want to hear no arguments from nobody type of hit. Tua is a hit, but he didn't hit. His hit didn't last forever. It's like, you know how they say one hit wonder? You know what I'm saying? You don't think Tua's a hit? Hold on. Top 5 pick is not a hit.
6 years in, no. But I think it's fair to say he's a one-hit wonder.
Right.
I think
right.
so.
I
Yeah.
go with
So
one-hit wonder.
because I also think if you look at, especially over the last few years, and people talk about how,
Hold up. So Waddle is a hit.
oh no, I wouldn't say Waddle was a hit, but
I
he's
mean, I think more. I think there's people out there that would make the argument that Waddle's more of a hit than Tua was.
and again, so Waddle is a hit in terms of he wasn't a bust. If that makes sense.
I was just about to say that. If you only have two options of hit and bust, like you can't. Tua's not a bust.
No, but then by that, I guess logic. That's not the right word, but by that, I guess success rate standard. Yeah, you're gonna have quite a lot of players who people will be like, well, they didn't work out, but again, they didn't bust. So it's like, okay, well, again, you know what? I've just seen a person's name here, and he holds a special place over here at Go Time Dolphins. Miles Gaskin. Now,
shout out to Miles Gaskin.
Gaskin wasn't a bust by any means necessary.
He was a 6th-round pick.
7th-round pick.
7th-round pick.
Yeah. But I also think Dolphin fans would be like, well, he wasn't a hit. He was just there in Miami, contributed over the years, and then left. Also, someone like Jerome Baker, I wouldn't call him a bust, but I think
Jerome Baker's not a bust.
Also, when we got the exclusive that Jerome Baker was basically like essentially retired, I feel like no one spoke about Jerome Baker, who hadn't been around for years.
Bro, we ain't getting no credit for that either.
Like, he just disappeared, and no one has said anything.
I think we could get Beck Show on the show. I think we could. Like, bro, when we broke Jerome Baker retiring, no one hit us up. Like, I ain't gonna lie. People kind of hit us up about other players, right? And then other things that, like, the Ramsey thing was pretty big, and people hit us up. Hey, whatever. But no one said nothing about Jerome Baker to us. That's crazy.
No one, and also the rivalry uniforms as well. Like,
yeah. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, you try to walk it back a little bit though. You try to play it safe. And I'm like, nah, bro, stay with your chest. You know what I'm saying? Like, because it got to a point where they're like, well, maybe they're not black. You know what I'm saying? Nah, bro, you gotta, yeah. Listen, hold on. Like, the reason why I brought this up was because I was trying to say it's not like Miami has this track record of top 5 picks where they knock them out the park. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what? I think that might be it. A home run, a hit, and a bust. I think so. That you kind of, you know what I'm saying?
If we're gonna want to keep it baseball thing, either home run, it was a single, or a strikeout, yeah. So and again, it's me and 5 Ali have had this conversation loads. The reason why the Dolphins are where they are in 2025 is because they don't hit singles or doubles in the draft. They either do well or not enough. They either do well or they completely tank out. Strike out. Yeah. The Dolphins, again, looking at these last few drafts, and
that's a good one. That's a good one. I think we on something with this baseball analogy.
Even like the people look at the 2023 and 2022 drafts and go, you have nothing to show from those 2 drafts outside of Devon Achane, which is fair. Everyone else has left the team. And, Skylar Thompson gone, Cameron Good gone, Eddie Karma gone, Tyndall, I think he's still around, but he's essentially, no, I think Tyndall's gone as well. Ryan Hayes gone, Elijah Higgins, and then Achane still around, and Cam Smith has gone. But those 2 draft classes also basically give you Tyreek Hill and Bradley Chubb. You spent 1st-round picks on, and if you're going to be honest, you spent 1st-round picks on them, they've been hits.
Yeah.
Like, so, but the issue is
that's really fair.
But the issue is, in those 2 drafts, you have one player to show for it. It's not like some of those players that kind of stuck around and they're contributing, at least on special teams. Those guys have done nothing. You go back to, like, the one which we look back on now, and Chris Greer has hits in it. The issue is some of these hits are on other teams. 2020. Friends of the podcast, Robert Hunt and Brandon Jones were hits. Issue is they're playing outside of Miami. Raekwon Davis wasn't a horrible pick. But instead of the Dolphins finding a way to keep him on the team and contributing, he's not on the team no more. Even Noah Igbenogany, who's gone on to have a semi-decent NFL career.
Hold on. Hold on. I understand what you're about to say about this. I think Noah Igbenogany is a hit by pitch. I feel like he got on base, but it's only because he got hit by the pitch. Like, because he struck out in Miami. You know what I'm saying? He was a strikeout. Like, it was a bad strikeout, too. Like, he just looked at 3 strikes down the pipe. You know what I'm saying? And then he performed. You know what I'm saying? So, technically, he bust in Miami and then became usable, you know, like salvageable in Washington and wherever he's at now. So,
but very quickly, as you mentioned, Solomon Kinley disappears, and I don't think he was bad in his rookie season.
Yeah, that's the craziest thing to me. Like, I mean, and then that goes to professionalism, bro. Like, the rumor has it he ate himself out the league.
Yeah, but then like Malcolm Perry had his usages, and then Blake Ferguson was a hit, a home run pick until he disappears, and no one knows why.
Another professionalism thing, and we like, still don't even know what time it is.
It's absolutely insane. But again, I know we're kind of running long on this, but you go back to 2019. Wilkins, you let walk, and to be fair, he's been injured since, so you might go, okay, well, Chris Gray got that one right. Michael Dieter was okay in Miami, and then it goes to another team and does even better.
Yeah,
Van Ginkel is the best one because you let him walk. No one wanted him, so he comes back to Miami, and you let him walk again, and he's doing great in Minnesota. But yeah, you know, but there's like no one from the classes are still Miami Dolphins. Okay, 2018, you've got Minka and Jason Sanders, but the chances are at the end of the season, both those are gone. And there's a chance.
Go ahead. I would say there's a chance that
Minka's gone in the next 2 weeks. Like, Minka could be gone in 2 weeks. So you have all of these, and I think that's why Chris Greer should lose his job, because at the very least, from 2018, you have very little to show for 7 drafts, and that's not good enough.
And you did not protect your pocket passing quarterback. Listen, the reason I brought that up is to just reiterate that it's not like we're some type of home run hitting franchise for top 5 players. We're not that team, bro. So for everyone saying we're going to, even if it's, oh, look at the quarterbacks. Who says we're going to pick the right quarterback? And if we do pick the right quarterback, who says we're going to put him in the system to make him flourish? You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, y'all don't understand how dysfunctional Dolphins are. Like, I told LB, when LB said, yo, LB had a realization before Sherrod Steve did. And he was like, dang, I used to go to B-Dubs every Sunday in my Dolphins jacket by myself, sitting by myself, watching my team in Iowa City, Iowa, and people had to be like, dang, look at that poor guy, Dolphin fan. You know what I'm saying? And I told Sherrod Steve, I like Sherrod Steve, the history and the franchise, the glamorous people wanting to be Dolphin fans of our daddy's Dolphins, our granddaddy's Dolphins. Nah, bro. That was decades. That was light years ago. We are the Cleveland Browns, bro. We are closer to the Browns than we are to the Cowboys. You know what I'm saying? Or the Patriots, or the Packers, or the Steelers, or San Fran. We are closer to the Browns than we are closer to any other franchises that I just named. Believe it or not. We are not it. We're not it. That's it. We're not it. Let this be an eye-opener, just like that Jet fan kid. Shout out, and I'll call him a Jet fan and not a paper plane fan. But shout out to that fan that's a kid that's a Jet fan. You heard it, right? You heard it before, right? Yeah, I'm gonna play it for you. Hold on, I'll pull it up for
heard
anyone.
it.
Oh, you got it? No. I'm playing it for the listeners. For anyone who hasn't heard this or seen this, it's a Jet fan. As soon as the game ends, they find this teenager. It looks like young kid, and they say, "You know what? Let's just play it. I'll play it for you real quick." All right, here we go.
I hate this team. I was born into this, and I'm not gonna ever. I'm always a Jets fan, but like, I hate this team.
Yeah, you can hear.
That's that hurt, bro. That's that hurt. Did you hear the pain in this man's voice?
Yeah, it's insane.
Bro, we were in London. The first game we went to London and we found these Dolphin fans from Germany, and it was like 4 of them, and it was 3 of us. And
I wonder if it was Pyro.
Dude, huh?
I wonder if that was DJ Pyro.
Pyro. It was not Pyro. It was not. Shout out to DJ Pyro. It was not Pyro. And dude says, my dad was a Dolphin fan, and now my kid has to be a Dolphin fan. And he has no other choice. He was born into it. We're just Dolphin fans. And he was not happy about that. And I'm like, yo, that's crazy. And Sherrod, Steve, dog, you my dog. But we are closer to the Browns than we are to the 49ers. Than we are to the historic 6 championship ring Pittsburgh Steelers. Than we are to the 5 championships Patriots. Than we are to the first dynasty of the history of football, Green Bay Packers. Than we are to even the Oakland Raiders. Like, we're not even the Oakland Raiders of football, bro. We're the Browns, bro. Like, I need y'all to understand this. We're the Browns.
And the Browns just beat us. Like, we faced the Browns. And the Browns are like, listen, you guys aren't us. Figure, like, that wasn't even the case where like we beat them and said, no, we're not you. Like, you guys are the Browns. The Browns are like, no, you guys are worse than us. Like and it wasn't close. It wasn't close.
Oh man, bro, you said, and the Browns.
It wasn't close.
Hold up, bro. Didn't the Browns like beat KC somewhere in an important game? Oh no, they played KC in the playoffs. I think. I don't think they beat. They didn't. KC hasn't lost in anything but an AFC championship. But I feel like they beat them in like an important game. The Browns played KC in the past with Baker Mayfield. Also, I forgot what game that was.
I want to make something crystal clear because I've been saying this for a while and I was wrong. And if I'm wrong, I will hold my hands up. This stat that the Chiefs haven't lost in Arrowhead in the playoffs when Mahomes is playing is actually wrong. Baker Mayfield beat him in the AFC Championship in Arrowhead to get to Super. No, Baker Mayfield, sorry, Joe Burrow.
I was just about to say, it's definitely Baker. You're talking about Burrow.
Burrow, yeah. Burrow won in Arrowhead. So
yeah,
I'll give him his props. Fair play, 100%. So yeah.
All right, let's get up out of here. Y'all know what time it is. Stay positive. Test negative. For the birthday boy, Kadeem Simmons, I'm Charlie Touche. Thank you for tuning in this time. Make sure you catch us next time on Go Time. Already.
Gotta make them lose their mind when it's your time. And it's show time. Going all out when it's go time. Go. I ain't wasting no time. Gotta make them lose their mind when it's show time. Cause it's your time. Lay it on the line when it's go time. Go. Don't waste no time. Gotta make them lose their mind when it's your time. And it's show time. Going all out when it's go time. Go. I ain't wasting no time.
Quick stat that 5-yard Lee sent to me 2 weeks ago.
Hold on. This guy said, and the Browns beat us.
And if you know what, it wasn't the fact that the Browns beat us with the quarterback the Dolphins probably should have taken in the draft this year. and not Quinn Ewers, if we're completely honest. And then not just that, they also beat us with the defensive tackle, who a lot of Dolphins, and again, I'm not hating on Kenneth Grant in the slightest, like generally not at all. He actually had a pretty decent game against Cleveland. But when the Browns took Mason Gray, everyone was like, what are you doing? Kenneth Grant, the best defensive tackle in Michigan. And
I don't know. I didn't hear Kenny Grant was better than Mason Graham during the draft.
there was a lot of
Is it on Twitter?
Dolphins fans were like, the Browns messed up. And that's the thing. It's like, you guys are quiet now. Like, you Kenneth Grant. And again, I'm not saying Kenneth Grant is a bust in any shape or form. And he might come good. Some players, I
ain't gonna lie. I'm comfortable. It's way too early to say that. But I would have no problem with someone saying that. Not saying that he is. Yeah. But I would have a problem if someone said he was. Like, it's way too early. Hey, hold up, my bad. I know you about to say that stat again, but I gotta listen to that one more time.
I hate this team. I was born into this, and I'm not gonna ever. I'm always a Jets fan, but like, I hate this team.
Yeah, he speaks for all of us, bro. He speaks for all of us. Go ahead, man. You said Fire Ali shot us a stat.
The last 4 quarterbacks taken number 1 overall have seen their head coach fired during their rookie campaign. Trevor Lawrence in 2021, Bryce Young in 2023, Caleb Williams 2024, and Cam Ward in 2025.
I'm sorry, bro. Can you repeat this, please?
Yeah, of course, yeah. The last 4 quarterbacks taken number 1 overall have seen their head coach fired during their rookie campaign. So you got Trevor Lawrence and Urban Meyer in 2021, Bryce Young and Frank Reich in 2023, Caleb Williams and Matt Eberflus in 2024, and then in 2025, Cam Ward and Brian Callahan.
What we got? What we make of it?
I think I personally would argue probably fire them a bit too soon. If it's a few games into a rookie quarterback's tenure, you might want to give that rookie quarterback, even if it's a first overall pick, more time. Even if those guys weren't doing amazing jobs, rookie quarterbacks for the most part take time to develop. And again, it kind of goes back to people who want the Dolphins to draft a quarterback next year, but also get rid of Tua. I'm like, hey, I'm not saying Tua is going to be the long-term answer, but I would be more comfortable with keeping Tua throughout the season. And again, if Tua has another bad year, so okay, say the Dolphins at 2nd overall pick a quarterback. I don't care who it is. They take a quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
I have not seen that quarterback in his rookie year. I'm just like I'm not doing it. So even if you're looking
the same way we weren't supposed to see Tua his rookie year.
Yeah, like even if the Dolphins start 0-7 and Tua is stinking out the gaff, I'm like, hey, rookie, cool. Like, don't learn from this because this is disgusting. But again, you aren't going to come in and save the season. And I think it was Seth on the Fish Tank Twitter account, and people were saying, bench Tua to have a look what Quinn Ewers gives you. And he was saying, no, you have a look what the rookie gives you in training camp, in practice. You don't do it during the season. Like, that's just not, because also, how are you going to explain to the rest of the guys in the field, hey, we no longer care about you guys. We're going to have a look at, like, this isn't practice. Sundays are for people who are ready. So, yeah, I don't want to see the rookie quarterback until his second year. If you look at, again, obviously there's exceptions to the rules. I completely understand that. But just, yeah.
Bro, we had Emeka Ibuka right there. Matthew Golden right there. Jackson Dart right there. Tyler Warren right there. That's the end of my list. I don't care about nobody else. We could throw a whole bunch of people in there, but we went Kenneth Grant and the beginning of a rebuild. Like that's what we decided to do, bro. Like what?
At the beginning of a rebuild.
No, and the beginning of a rebuild. Like it's not
Oh.
like Kenneth Grant saved the team from going 1-7, 1-6, or whatever we are right now. This is madness, bro. Madness. Let's go to Patreon and holler at our patrons. Hey, when you see Kadeem in the streets, say happy birthday.
Please don't. I don't like birthdays. 2, I never said why this is the best weekend for me, because the clocks change. So the Dolphins play at 5 p.m. and it's just a beautiful feeling having the 5, 8, and the midnight slate of games. My favorite week of the season. See you over on Patreon. Until the next time, we shall see you soon. Peace.